Recently, I talked to a former client, Ashley Zahn. Ashley hired me to speak to a group of students that she worked with, but she also coaches basketball at the JV level in high school. And she had some questions for me. So I'm going to go through those questions with you. The 6 leadership questions with Ashley Zahn. Hi, this is Coach Jim Johnson. The first question Ashley asked me is, how do you define leadership? I recently had the opportunity to sit down and discuss leadership with one of my professional speaking clients, Ashley Zahn. Ashley is the girls' JV basketball coach at a local high school in Rochester, New York, and is also very involved with the local community in the WNY Tech Academy. We got chatting about leadership and why it's so important. Ashley then presented 6 very important questions to me, which I thought would be a great topic for this video. Here are those 6 questions and my responses below. Number 1, how do you communicate adjustments during the game? My answer was this: be prepared. Practice any possible adjustments so your team is not caught off guard. Number 2, remind your team of that. We practice this so we can be very calming during a game. And 3, don't overload. Max make 2 adjustments during a timeout, 1 offensive and 1 defensive when you're discussing with your team. Next question, how do you know you have your team prepared? The first thing I said is work on fundamentals every day. Secondly, get 1% better every day. And thirdly, when working on things or adding to your process, sell your team on the why of what you're being done. Third question she asked me is, how do you help your players become better leaders? My first response was, as a coach, you must lead by example. Number 2 is have weekly captain and one-on-one meetings with individuals. And thirdly, be public with your praise of your individuals, exemplifying good leadership qualities. The fourth question she asked me is, how do you lead a less talented team? My first response is, you need to measure improvements closely. Secondly, be very celebratory with improvements and small victories. And thirdly, which is so important, build strong relationships with your team. Fifth question is, how does a coach continue to grow? Number 1, you have to study your sport continuously. 2, be intentional with your own growth. And thirdly, study leadership and how to build a team. Then the last question she asked me is, how do you choose a mentor? First response is someone that you respect because you have similar values as you. 2, someone you can build a relationship with. 3, someone who has credibility in your field and you can learn from. Make sure when meeting with your mentor, you are prepared with questions and topics of discussion. So I highly recommend as a leader that you figure out how you would answer these questions and find ways to mentor others. And certainly you can always learn, so it's always good to have mentors as well. So take these ideas and develop your own questions so you can be the best leader of you.